Hi there, so I am back because I got my scar silicone sheets to help with the breast augmentation scars and the tummy tuck scars. And I told you that I would come back and tell you about the results, whether they were good or bad. They're phenomenal. They're so good. And so for those of you that are still stuck using vitamin E, and I can't believe some people are still breaking open the capsules and rubbing that on their stomach, because right next to the vitamin E capsules is vitamin E oil. But vitamin E oil did not help my stretch marks when I was pregnant, so I don't think they're going to help now. I asked my plastic surgeon and he agreed. He said it can actually irritate the skin. And if you research a little bit more on vitamin E oil for scars, when you look at silicone sheets, it'll give you a lot of information that you probably didn't know otherwise. Mederma, I don't recommend. It's more like for a scar when you cut your thumb, not a surgical scar that we're dealing with. And it really just flakes off a lot, like snake skin. I didn't like it. I mean, you're scrubbing the stuff off, putting it back on. You gotta do it 4 times a day. It's just a pain in the butt, period. So the sheets come like this for underneath the breast, and I'm going to show you how to put one on. All you do is stick it under your breast. It sticks on by itself. Feels really good to the skin, and within a couple hours I noticed my skin and my scar was a lot smoother. It felt really good. I was super excited. There was a ridge, which is still there because I just got the sheets in the other day, is already going down substantially. So much so that I'm excited that I actually got these and decided to go forward with that. Another thing, I was going to consider a tattoo to cover up my scar. And then I remember Dermablend. And I went to Macy's to get this. So I'm going to show you real quick how I cover up my scar, and you can see right now that it's red, and it's freshly cleaned so that you could see how red it is and see the difference of what this stuff does. So get the applicator brush. I'm not sure how much it costed, but it's worth it. You seriously need just a little bit. It doesn't take much. You'd be surprised. That's what's so great about this stuff, is it's going to last a long time. Water resistant, you can go swimming, it's going to stick with you. You can take a shower. Now, I hope you use soap in your shower, because if not, it's going to stick with you. So soap and water to get it off. So here's my scar. You can see it's all red. So I'm going to brush the Dermablend on. I need some background music, huh? And then if there's like a couple stretch marks, like up here maybe, you know, your plastic surgeon wasn't able to get, which happens, no big deal. So this brushes it on nice and smooth, just like you're painting. I like to rub it in a little just to blend it. Plus you're supposed to be massaging your scar anyways. I don't see why this doesn't, or wouldn't hurt to be rubbing it in as well. It's like you're covering up your scar and helping it at the same time. So that's about it as far as the makeup that I'm going to put on there. And really doesn't get on your fingers and stay too sticky. They give you a setting powder. You can get a dark one or you can get a light one. This is actually Clinique. It's their setting powder, but I really didn't see no difference between the two. And I got the darker one because I'm going to be tanning. So you open it up. I haven't used this one yet. Sorry about that. Put it on the brush and then rub it in on here, which sets it. Most people that are into makeup know that you have to set a foundation in order for it to stay. So you rub the powder in on there. And I don't know if you want to look back on the video and see how red it was to what it looks like now. But consider I'm using the clear one right now because that one I couldn't open all the way. So it doesn't come off on your clothes if you wait, and if you look back on the video from when we first started to now, it looks a lot better. I don't understand why on the camera it's still showing up really dark, because in person I can barely see it as I'm looking down. And as I took pictures last night and showed friends, same thing, they could barely see it. And it doesn't seem to matter if I step back. So the sheets that go on your stretch marks, on your incision will be right here. I'm not going to put this one on because I don't want to get makeup on it. But like I said, the silicone sheet will come in the full shape of your tummy tuck scar. I had to cut mine because I had one open wound in the middle. And I think that's about it that I can add for now. I still can't stand up straight, which I'm finding out is a lot of people's complaint on tummy tuck. It's been over 3 weeks. I think I'm on my 4th week. And what the problem is, I feel pressure right here. Every time I try to stand up straight, it's like something's pulling me down. And they're saying that you're sewed in so tight with your muscles that it's preventing you, and that you do a lot of stretching, like in your sleep and stuff, and you don't realize it, and that's beneficial. I did go to the pool to do some water like exercises to help me stretch without having to feel the weight, and that seemed to help a lot. My tummy, or my belly button, has changed tremendously since the last video I did. I'm really liking it. I'm happy with it. I'm probably still going to pierce it, but you just gotta wait. You just gotta be patient. Something I'm not very good at. So that's all I can really add for right now. I would definitely get the silicone sheets for the scars. They help a lot. They make it smooth to the touch. You don't have to mess with them. You put them on, you're good to go. They stay on all day. And then I would recommend the Dermablend to cover up your stretch mark scar, or your, I'm sorry, I keep saying stretch mark, but your tummy tuck scar. If you're worried about people seeing that, maybe it's summertime when you decide to get your tummy tuck and you want to cover it up. So you can do that, and if you do the clear powder, you can blend it in really nice. And you can also do a darker powder as the sun gets hotter and you start to tan, and you want your scar to keep up with you, basically. And definitely get the brush. That helps apply it a lot easier. And underneath my boobs, my scar, way better, just from using the silicone sheets. So, like I said, I would recommend those, and I'll hold it up again. Olivia Scar Shapes. And it'll, on the website, it actually gives you options of which ones you might need. I mean, in 2 days, I noticed a huge difference. It's unbelievable. You're gonna love them. There's a 1-800 number on the back right there. 1-800-257-4566. Or you can visit www.silon.com. So I hope I was able to get in as much information as possible. A guy on my last video commented that I talk too much. Well, unless he knows sign language and he can educate people on recovery of breast augmentation and tummy tucks, then go for it. But I don't know sign language, and my only way to communicate with you guys is by talking. So I hope the information helped. I hope that your scar fades. I hope your recovery gets better. It is very, very hard. I still can't sleep on my stomach. I'm getting a lot of pains on my sides from having to sleep in the same position. I'm afraid to sleep on my boobs. They're still kind of a little hard, not much. They feel really good. I'm really happy with the results and happy that I didn't get the big gap, like I said in my first video. So just the recovery takes time, but you'll get there. I promise you will. And the results are worth it. And there's so many girls that want a tummy tuck, and they're afraid of the pain, and they're afraid of this, and they're afraid of that. If you want it, like I've said a million times, go and get it. I am just so happy. I forgot to add that they did lipo on my sides. It usually comes with the tummy tuck, and it gives you great curves, awesome curves. I mean, you thought you had curves before. You're really going to have them now. I weigh 10 pounds lighter. It wasn't really by choice. I think the recovery process is so hard that you're not very active, you're not eating a lot, and I seem to get fuller quicker. So congrats if you are on the road to recovery. You'll make it. And if you're thinking about getting a tummy tuck, just the best advice I can give is educate yourself. Go and do lots of research, lots of reading, and you're going to probably be making a video one day yourself too, because you're so happy and you just want to share your information and hope you can help others. So good luck, girls or guys.